Why am I doing this at 5 a.m.? Should have known better. Okay. So, hey everyone. So we're going to start off this stream a little more comfortably as we are all clearly waiting for the patch to download. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to talk about the 2.1 information. Who just made it? Who pinged me on that? It was Mana Fusion. Alright. Oh, yeah, you're right. That new title screen stuff is really cool. Okay, so we're going to look at my desktop. Where's the button for that? Good lord. There you are. Yay! You know what, I'll bring this up. Deal with it. Okay. So, we'll be implementing... Yeah, so we just had 2.0 drop, the anniversary patch. They're already talking about 2.1 stuff. So let's take a look. What do we got in here? And I'm purely just doing this while I wait for my game to update. As soon as we're done, we're hopping right into that. So, new upgrade systems. Yep, cool. Yep. 2.1. We'll be adding sub-slot. Yeah, we already saw... Ooh. Hold on. Custom skin. We allow players to visually alter their Gunplas to their liking parts they've collected. We don't even have to transmog anymore. Yo, get a load of this. This'll... Okay. The parameters at maximum strength. So, we don't even have to worry about using sub-slots for appearance anymore. We literally just have to wait for 2.1 for this. So it's just become a game of stat up and find an aesthetic suit, guys. Like, it's magic. That's what this shit is right here. Oh, chat just kind of exploded. Give me a second here. I just need to replace the chat. I did a lot of modifications to my templates and stuff recently. So... It's, I just gotta go back and update everything, so my apologies for that. And we'll move that here. Yeah, alright, there we go. Larger chat window instead of that anemic one. Okay. Let's keep going. Visual liking will maintain the parameters, yeah, blah, 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 blah. That's, okay, so, first of all, thank you, developers. That is fucking amazing. First, regarding the subslots and stuff, I was worried that was going to be the extent of what we were able to do with modifications. It was still amazing compared to what we had at the time, which is just whatever you have is what you have. But now they're actually allowing us to create custom skins completely. That I'm looking forward to. But to my knowledge, certain EX skills are still tied to appearances, so there's nothing you're going to be able to do about that. Those parts will most likely be locked to their appearance if you have the EX skill equipped, but you'll be able to change other things, which is fine. You know, you got to suffer with your decisions. Okay. Our team would like to blah blah blah. We're happy and grateful. Thank you so much. We'll be holding a 1-year anniversary login bonus. 4-star full set capsule tickets. They guarantee you a full set of 4-star parts. We can claim that from the 29th to the 31st, so that's a week from now, when it starts anyways. We also have the Mosaic Art Project. Yep. Okay, well, that's actually pretty cool. Now, what I want to do here, I just want to pop back and take a look at that Mosaic contest. Give me something to talk about while we're still waiting for the game to patch. We're not even at 50%. How to enter. Access the game and complete the steps. Build your original in-game Gunpla. Take a photo. Oh, okay, that's all it is. It's just take a photo. Cool. Alright. Straightforward enough. That's actually really cool. I wasn't expecting them to add like a proper skinning feature, so that's pretty damn cool. Time to... Oh my glasses are here. Give me a second. Oh, look at this. I don't have to squint. Isn't this amazing? It's technology. Alright. 3KHC is happy and grateful. I don't know. I get that a lot of people think that they're stingy with the Haro chips, but we'll see. Don't forget, we've only seen like part 1 really of the event. For all we know, they may think about adding more next week and they're just keeping it under wraps, right? So, yep, there's the guaranteed tickets they were talking about starting. Okay, yep. This would be cool. The undone bed. Oh man, like you don't even understand. I just want to go to sleep. It's too early for this. I should have saved this until tomorrow. This was a dumb idea. This was a terrible idea. One of the worst I've ever had. Worst decisions in the history of decisions. No Sokai selector. Well, not that we know of. Again, until the anniversary is finished, they could just throw a curveball at us. Don't forget, we did have things like the Camaris, whatever, that came out of nowhere, right? Our Burning in Denial, same deal. It just came out of nowhere in an announcement, right? So it's really a case of just wait until we get like much closer to the end, and then start, lighting fires and getting your pitchforks out. So, Moon Gundam Arms. I'm actually really glad I finished the entire Moon Gundam. That was one of the few machines I saw and I was like, I want this, even though it's like not a good suit. It just aesthetically, it's great. I love it. It looks really cool. The legs are a little weird, but the rest of it's nice. Akatsuki ticket capsules exist. I really wish there was kind of more to talk about while I was waiting here. Back to GW we go. Yeah, just watching that download bar. There's really not much to do. We could, I guess, talk about more of the 6-star information, but this is something that we really have to kind of sink our teeth into by playing with it to really figure it out. But from what people noticed as from the YouTube video or stream, whatever, or the Gundam Fest, they noticed that I didn't realize we had. Yeah, okay. No, we did get that announced. I'm just so tired I don't even remember this anymore. Oh lordy. Anyways, in the when you're adding a part to a sub slot, the amount of stats that are carried over are determined by a couple of factors. The first one is the EX skill trait level. The second is how many word tags are matching. And the last little bit is if the part is the same as the part you're subslotting it to. And you can carry up to 40% of the stats from the subgrid part over. So that's a lot of numbers, especially on things that have gold marks on them. Get some sleep, their view can wait. Dude, I'm already committed to this. I've set everything up. It's ready to go. It's just this download's got to go a little faster than molasses, and we off to the races. One of the few times I wish I was playing on iOS where the patch is like half the size. Oh, crepes. Red Bull and Miller Lite. Oh man, I actually hate Red Bull. I hate Monster, and I hate coffee. Probably the worst combination of things to dislike, considering I stay up late. Don't get it either. You're gonna hate Ares Head so much. Don't spoil it for me. Leave some surprise. Leave some tension on all this. I do want to kind of want to be surprised by something in this patch. You know what? While we're doing that, let's go and move all this stuff back to my main monitor. Yeah. It's still in maintenance in your time zone? Shouldn't be. Should have ended already. Come on, go faster. Go faster. In-game notices? No. I already have the link to the in-game notices. I don't really care. Like, I will just wait a couple of minutes for this to finish. I guess more like 10 minutes for it to finish. It's not a big deal. Whether I do the information like instantly or not, it's not really going to make a huge amount of difference, right? So let's turn down the volume, the background volume a little bit. Where? About there? Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll turn off my fan as well. I just realized it looks like my microphone's picking that up. Sneaky bastard. There we go. Look at that. Silence. Okay. I'll change that to live chat so I can see all the degeneracy. Alright. Come on. Finish. I want to look at the new stuff. So what? We got 2.0, and the new suits, the welfare, obviously the new event, the Akatsuki. Got a lot of stuff with this update. So hopefully it works and it's not going to like just crash right back into maintenance. Hey Hunter, not much, you know, just waiting for the download to finish so that we can get this cracking and I can hop into that messy bed behind me and sleep. Sleep like a dead man. It's gonna be great. You need the fan. I actually do need the fan. As soon as I turned it off, it got really hot in here. Well, it's starting to get hot. Actually, thinking about heat, I've been playing Tales of Crestoria a lot, and my biggest gripe was that my phone was overheating whenever I played it. Because obviously, you know, I sit down and I play it for extended periods of time, and, you know, phone overheats, not good. The most recent patch they just pushed out, actually, ended a few hours ago, like 2 or something. Like 2 hours ago, I mean. It seems to have fixed the overheating problem. So I don't really have many gripes left with Crestoria, which is great, because I want that game to do very well, as I keep saying. And a good first step. Let's see. What's going to be your first year you get to level 90? Like, I don't know why you're asking. I spent 90,000 Haro chips to finish the quad. It's going to get 99 eventually. Start at 90. I'll go from there. Your chat's overlapping on the stream. Oh, you know what? It's because I did not get rid of that one. Okay. Like I said, I went and overhauled a bunch of stuff. When I decided to stream Crestoria next, you guys can see the... Actually, you know what? I'll show it now. Actually, I can't, no, because if I shrink this, then it'll stop the download. Never mind. But, yeah, I have a new template that I'm thinking of using for streaming games that play in landscape instead of portrait. Portrait's not that bad, because it gives a lot of room on... left and right side for stuff, but games that play landscape take up a ton of space on the screen. I couldn't really figure out a good way to approach using all the real estate, so I'm gonna play around with that for the next while and see what works best. Kill me with the yawning. Yeah, yawning is contagious. I'm sorry, it's out of my control. I'll try not to yawn though. It's difficult not to yawn. Can Akatsuki coins be used in this event? To my knowledge, the coins should carry over, as it did in the past as well. Arena's still closed? Yeah. I didn't yawn. You didn't see anything. Yeah, Arena's going to be closed for a while, which is good. It gives us time to kind of get used to the 6-star thing, you know, if we get enough parts to upgrade something, so... Are you going to change background now that the tile screen changed? Maybe, actually. If I can find like some high quality art, probably. Only reason I'm still using this is because it is the highest quality GBGW related art that I've been able to find that fits this perspective. So, you use what you have access to, right? But find something else? Oh yeah. I really love the new art for the title screen for both the North American and Asia servers. Absolutely stunning stuff. So, Gundam Rose and Dragon Gundam. Yeah, those are like, it's really weird how many copies of Rose and Dragon, specifically those two, I've got from rolling the gacha. Like, out of all the 3-star suits in the game that are in the gacha, those just appear so often. Really weird. Thinking about that, we haven't had a new 3-star suit added to the gacha. How many months now? It's been a lot. It's been a while. The new Fate Extra game. Yes, actually I did. Thing is, though, I'm not really... Here's the thing, right? I'm not actually a humongous Fate fan. I play a ton of Fate Grand Order because it was like the first real mobile game I sunk my teeth into. So I play a lot of it, and I know a lot about the game. I don't know a lot about the extra side stuff or the lore or things like that. I learn it as I go along. But at the end of the day, I'm not like a huge Fate guy. There's some characters I look at that go, yeah, but I'm super casual when it comes to the entire franchise. So... weak AI builds. Yeah, what can you do though? That's story content, right? It's not terribly difficult. The only challenge really is arena. Come on, don't halt at the last. God damn it! You're so close. You're so close. Mana, it's not that I care about it being like a standalone story or anything. I just don't really have a lot of interest in reading into Fate, because once you start diving into it, it's like TV tropes. You don't really find your way out of it later. It's the same mood, right? As soon as you start going in on it, you're done. I almost want to like close and reopen the game just because I think oh no, okay. The numbers are still going up, just very, very slowly. Okay. We're so close. So close. Come on. You're almost there. We're almost at greatness. Yeah, I don't think it's downloading anymore. I think it's actually like installing or unpacking whatever it's downloaded into the game files. That would make a lot more sense. It's a lot like a phone battery charge. The first 80% just evaporates, but the last 10 will fight to the death. Favorite in-game Gunpla? Quad. In terms of appearance and everything, quad. In terms of performance, if I were to look at a mono suit, ignoring the new Xeon because that just dominates everything. Good question, actually. What is my favorite mono suit? That's a good question. I can't, off the top of my head, I don't really think there's a mono suit that I like performance-wise. Aesthetically, there's a few I like, but I don't think there's one that really screams at me with performance. How many yawns till 100%? At this rate, many. Look at this. I swear to God, if you hang at 99.9, we're gonna have words. Don't do it. Alright. Give me that okay. Yeah, alright. Let's get this going, guys. You've been waiting long enough. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, there we go. Okay. A lot of stuff. Okay with that. And... how do they already have a thread about issues occurring? The patch has been up for like 20 minutes, and they already have a notice about issues. Absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, well, we're going to do the normal route, I guess. We're going to do the welfare, we're going to do the gacha suits, and the gacha pilots. And after that, I'll freestyle. Okay. Exchange... huh, what are these first anniversary devices for? Ah, okay, so they're not named as normal. I also need to do the premium material select video, don't I? I don't think very much changed, if anything, now that I think about it. but I'll go and give it a look anyways. Okay, well, let's take a look at the Messala. Torso and head. I guess that makes sense, all things considered. Okay, okay, this is going to be problematic. It's going to be very problematic. Okay. Because I'm used to things being pushed up to level 80, and that helps me decide. I'm going to go look at some other suits real quick and get a kind of a baseline for stats to kind of figure out exactly what we're playing with here, because I need to be able to create kind of an idea of what's good and what's bad at level 99. So, hey Nick, thanks. Okay, so how to filter this garbage. You know what, actually? There is no parameter here for event stuff, is there? That'd be too convenient. Okay. So what we'll do then is we will look at the... Oh, let's see. What suit do I know off the top of my head stat-wise? That would probably be the best for this. You know what? Actually, let's just look at the Savior. Because I can look at the Savior and I can tell pretty quickly what's going on. 8. Let's go. Okay, Savior Gundam. We'll look at the cranium of this lad. That's what we'll do. Okay. So current value. So that saw an increase from 1900 to 24. So that's a 500 gain. So that's almost a 25% boost. Okay. 25% boost. Is that what we're looking at across the board here? It varies? No, that's not right. It should be more or less a straight boost. Actually, do I have a part that doesn't have a mark? I need a level 80 suit part without a mark here. Oh, I do. Okay, perfect. A stray head. Okay. So 2377, 3106. Okay, that more or less works. So about 20% boost. So I just gotta scrape off about 20% then, give or take, from whatever the numbers are showing. Okay, that's going to take a little while to get used to. So, until then, bear with me as I have to remember all this. Too much has changed. I am an old man. I'm not good with change. Alright. So, 2422, scrape down, 80. So, as a merged part, it has less shot attack stats than the Savior. I'm using that kind of like a baseline here because the Savior was really good as a welfare suit, so that'll kind of help me judge what I'm looking at with other parts. 2300 is high for 3-star shot attack, yes, but you got it. This is not level 80 anymore. This is level 99. This is fully capped out. That's why this is kind of a problem now. Is I thought we'd have a like an 80 mark and then a 99 mark, and that way we can tell, because you're not reasonably going to be able to get a part up to 99 all the time, at least not yet. So having that stopgap at 80, because that's where most people are going to stop with their parts before thinking about upgrading it further. But it is what it is, right? So this is probably going to be what, just under 1900 for a fused part. Pressure. So this is an immobilizing type, transformer, high mobility. Okay. Okay, it's not bad. Like, honestly, if you're looking at the stats, it's more or less comparable to what the Savior was going to be spitting out. Obviously, as it is a fused part, right? That's the torso and the head put together. So technically, it's a little less on the number wise, but it's still not a bad part, all things considered. The skill, I think, personally, is more or less on the useless side because immobilizing. It's not bad, but I think there's just better options. It might be good on a support, but and the word tag's just okay. What else we going? Arms and shield. This is all about integration. Okay. So 1178 shots. That's gonna be what, 700, 800, somewhere around there. Okay. So slightly higher than average shot attack on the arms. Melee, it's what, 1500 or so. Okay. Transformer high mobility. BD. Okay. If this was a magazine skill, it might be nice, but as it's not, the stats look more or less straightforward. As it is an integrated part, again, it has much higher stats than a normal single slot part would. This seems to have a healthy spread of stats available to it. I don't want to say, like, I'm looking at these parts, right? And I see them as, this reminds me a lot of the Savior stat distribution if we take away 20%. Obviously, the big difference here being, for one, it's not individual parts, it's all merged parts. So even though the numbers look slightly better, overall it's actually worse because then there's no other parts to add to this total as well. So, yeah. It's a part. That's pretty much what I'm going to say about it. Legs. Get a load of this. So, looks like very weak on the offensive aspect, while Transformer shooting crit rate right off Transformer force base. These very much fall under the category of they're a pair of legs. Backpack. The backpack looked pretty cool on this machine. Yeah, giant rocket thrusters. Yeah, doggy. Okay, word tags, butchering it. Back mega particle cannon B plus D. Bad spread, and the stats are... So really only the head and the arms, or I guess the torso and the arms so far are nice. The rest of it's very much not very... Okay, for welfare, that's actually not terrible, because that's going to round out to something like just over 2k for melee at level 80. Probably. I get used to these numbers, man. With technique attribute, melee damage output boosted by 20. Cool. I'm actually, like, after this video, I'm just going to go and start looking at a bunch of parts that I know off the top of my head were good and bad, and just 99, look at them and just kind of start hammering into my head the new value brackets, because this is completely screwing me up. Completely screwing me up. Okay. Yeah, it's not really an amazing sword. Melee damage output boosted by 20... flat number, so I don't even have to go into that. Transformer force base, it's just not a good sword. So overall, looking at the entire Messala, the best parts are definitely the torso and the arms. Are they amazing? Not really. The word tags really shoot it in the foot, and the DX skills are situational at best. At least on the chest. The arms, nah, not really. It looks cool though. I do like my mono eyes. Anything interesting in the shop added? No. Okay, change gears. We can always use those and skips, okay? Device B? Aha! Look at this, guys. We got chips. Okay. Mid-range, force space. Ooh. Okay, so what they've done is they've gone and added, is to upgrade a part, you need to have the chips for the, because right now, right, when you want to upgrade a part from gold, or from like purple to gold, you need a whole bunch of the different chips. You need some of the greens, the blues, the purples. What they've done with this is they've changed the formula a bit. Now you need the gold chips, you need the attribute chips, so power, strength, technique, whatever, and then you need the word tag chips, and it makes up your level 90 evolution. You can always just look at that in the announcements. So you need a lot now to get them to level 90. So this will hard cap the access to level 90 parts and 6-starring things altogether. They will just drip feed us pretty much the word tag items. I would highly recommend trying to empty out as much of them as you can, at least the tags for parts you like, because that way you have access to 6-star them when you want to. So, okay, and more tickets, cool. Then we have the Akatsuki coin exchange for the tickets, yep. And a whole bunch of miscellaneous. Oh, 6-star support campaign. Got a load of this, guys. This will help. So just try your best to get your hands on as much of the gold stuff as you can. Regarding the word tag items, I personally would recommend looking for things for useful word tags. Your close combats, your protagonists, things like that, right? And if you can't find them, try to get all the chips you can and stuff, because those are universal. Okay. Well, let's roll on to the gacha, take a look at what got added there. Come on, there we go. Alright, what am I looking at first, guys? Am I looking at the Delta Kai, or am I looking at the Wing Gundam? What do you guys want to see first? It's at least to be really, really, really easy. Wing? Okay, let's go Wing, guys. I look at that, the Wing guys were first. I'm sorry, 3 in a row, and then we had the... Too slow. Too slow. Alright, so these are all going to be... Really? They're going to localize all of them to... This is going to be a real pain, okay? Oh, I can already feel a headache coming on. Alright, Ace exclusive, mid-range. Ace exclusive, we all know that tag is amazing. Mid-range. Meh. Could be worse. We just don't have a lot of access to it on amazing parts on shot machines. So, alright, what do we got for shot attack? 3626. That means without this boost to be just under 3k, which is, I guess, not that surprising when I remember that this is not a limited or Sokai. Okay. Auto repair, we all know what that does. It is heal. This one, okay, so it recovers a small amount over time instead of a flat boost to you and or your squad mates. Is that good? Debatable. 5% over 30 seconds is a significant amount of HP. You know, it's what, 150%, so you'd full heal and be able to take another hit or two. Is it worth an entire EX slot? I don't really think so, but as most wing suits, or I guess Gundam wing suits do, they have a self-destruct in the chest, and if this does have that, this may be viable to run with it if you want to do some kind of super cheese, like 0-second self-destruct strategy and to heal. I don't recommend it, but it's possible. Sometimes that's enough for people. Alright, so stat-wise, this is very much a neutral head. The word tags are okay. They do feed into each other. They do help the suit's main attribute, or at least the part's main attribute. The EX skill's kind of up in the air, though, as to whether or not you actually want to use it. Alright, what do we got for the chest? The machine cannons, yes. Yes, yes, yes. AD, alright, so it's going to hit like a wet noodle. Ace exclusive mid-range again. Stat distribution-wise, that's going to be, what, 800-ish? So higher than average melee and shot attack on the chest. Armor's what you expect from a torso. Okay. Well, that's not a complete waste of a slot, honestly, except for the EX skill. No self-destruct, though, which confuses me. Maybe you're meant to merge it with the normal wing? Don't look at me, man. I don't develop this game. I just play it. Nothing's going to make self-destruct viable, too big a risk. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Bandai keeps ruining beautiful machines. I don't, like, that's the thing, is with the subgrid system, or sub-slots, as well as the costuming, or skinning system that they're adding in 2.1, I don't think there really is such thing as a bad part, like, in terms of, like, it's just straight up, don't use it ever, because you can still find a use for it, whether it's for skinning or transmog purposes. So, food for thought. Alright, let's look at this. 3626 melee attack, so that's going to be what? 28? Something like that? 28, 29, 28, around there? That's not that bad. Slightly lower than we'd expect for a melee part. 1538 shot attack, so slightly higher than average shot. That's like 1100 or something. With power attribute, shot guidance boosted by 17%, ace exclusive, and transformer. Ace exclusive is a great tag. Transformer, not so much a great tag. Shot guidance, not very convenient, not very useful. You're only really going to see a lot of use on that when you're running bazookas or something like that. And even then, just not very useful. You know, at least the stats are nice. Higher than average shot attack. It is in the normal selection pools as well. So if you need that or you like the look, bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a decent suit. It's not going to be, jaw dropping amazing, but it'll do the job. That's for absolutely sure. Alright, let's look at the legs. Melee attack, definitely higher than average. Shot attack, I think that's pretty much about just a little over. Oh no, it'd be like 380 or so, something like that, to get 500. While transformer, enemy EX skill. Okay, so if you're running like a weird Kyrios hybrid or something like that and you do have the transformer tag, this could be very useful, as being able to reduce the enemy EX skill power by a healthy percent like this is very good. Especially, again, it's in the normal pools. You wouldn't run this on your main machine. Typically, you'd run this on a backup machine for 3v3s. Yeah, actually, I think the ultimate trifecta would be one machine with melee attack, fully capped out at 100 reduction, and a machine at shot, and that way the enemy would do L Zippo damage. That would actually be really funny to see, a 3v3 arena where the other team is actually invincible because you can't damage them. That would be cool. And no doubt someone's done it. Okay. It's not a terrible part for support machines, that third party in your arena. For main machines, though, stat stick. Alright, what else we got on here? Come on, next one. Yeah, show me those wings. Show me the wings, baby. With rifle category, shooting power boosted by 1%. Nice. This is pretty much the Zeta backpack, except more universal and, I guess, okay, less universal, because the Zeta backpack only requires you to use beam. This requires you to use a rifle, so it's slightly tighter, but it is in the free pools, not the Sokai pools, which is good. Ace exclusive high mobility. I'm surprised they didn't stick with the transformer tags, but the wings are actually high mobility and lore, so. Traits nice, word tags are thematic, and it does have ace exclusive. The stat distribution on this is higher than average on melee, pretty much average on shot attack, which is weird, but I guess the suit kind of was a hybrid of the two. It definitely leaned more towards shot, but it did have its capability in melee combat. It's an okay part. It's definitely an okay part. Alright, Buster Rifle. Buster my jaw. What do we got? A plus C minus. So you're gonna look me in the eyes and you're gonna tell me a warship's main cannon has C minus power. Okay, moving on. Let's look at the stat distribution. Shot attack, 4.6k. That's what, 3,800? 37? 36? Oh, no, it'd be 39. 38. So 3,800 shot attack, which is nice. Ace exclusive mid-range. It's a pretty okay beam rifle. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing amazing. Aesthetically, I think it looks absolutely stunning. I've always had a thing for the really oversized rifles. It just feels really mecha when you see something ridiculous like that, like the, what suit is it? The heavy weapon systems, like stupid big rifle. Same mood, right? Ace exclusive mid-range, again, it's got ace exclusive as a tag. The sub-tag's not terrible, it's just not a common one to see, so putting into a typical build to be a little more difficult. The EX skill, though, with C- power, it's not going to do nearly as much damage as alternatives. Alright, Shield Bash. Hey, look, you're reminding me a lot of your sibling. Raise your melee attack by 1%, B plus D. Cool. Now, do you yeet this, or... No, you use a beam saber in the shield, so this is a closer range attack. It's not a cutscene. It does have offensive stats on it, which, as I've said, are nice for shields. Not the be-all, end-all, but nice. Ace exclusive high mobility. Okay. The shield is... Like, at first glance, it looks just like an upgraded version of the normal wing shield to me, so... Yeah, so it's not terrible. It's not terrible. So, the wing has a couple of interesting parts. Overall, though, it's definitely geared towards more of a normal pool stat stick than anything. I don't think it really does anything jaw-dropping, amazing, or new. But it does bring some interesting things to the table. Nothing that I personally would ever roll for, especially not with it being in standard pools. But it didn't get completely destroyed in the stat department. So, it's okay. Okay, now let's look at Delta Chi. Federation Ace exclusive. We don't have a lot of suits with the Federation tag, for good reason. Anyways, like, it's nice that it raises your melee attack by 5%, but it's a very rare tag to actually get your hands on in the first place. So, okay. So 3106 shots. So that's going to be 26. Yeah, it's about 26. Okay. Again, it's not bad. Pretty much like its compatriot. Maybe a little less than that. Anyways, below 3k, the melee attack on it's negligible, but it does have melee attack at least, you know. Yeah, cool. Head-mounted Vulcan, complete write-off. So the word tags are, you know, it has ace exclusive. It's more leaning towards the shot, so it's okay. Definitely has a healthy amount of shot attack to bring to the table. Nothing that we don't already have available in the pools with better numbers than this anyways. So, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. If you're into the aesthetics, if you want the Federation tag with ace exclusive, this is your ticket. The EX skill, those useless on it. And the stats can be found in other things. Nitro system, so it does have it. Cool. What's the buff? Speed, shot, vernier. A all-in-one shot buff. I may actually pick this up as I don't really have a good shot buff outside of the offense up, or whatever came from the sumo parts. So, or not sumo. What's the Dynamis? That was it. Yeah, my brain's on a fritz right now. Not a terrible part. I do like this Awakening quite a bit. Stat-wise, Federation Ace exclusive again, so you know you gotta deal with the Federation side tag. Melee and shot attack are more or less average for a torso. Armor, more or less average again as well, 1600-ish. Okay. Nitro system's quite nice though. That's like the Banshee, isn't it? It's like the Banshee one. No wait, did Banshee? No, Banshee didn't heal. So this is pretty much the Banshee chest. It may be the single highest shot buff, you know, 49%, but you do have to get it to EX10 for that to happen, meaning that's 10 4-star pick tickets, 10 months, or you roll the gacha a ton. So by the time you actually get it maxed out, we may have something better. So fully investing into it's kind of up in the air. Okay. Part 3 is the arms. When armor is 80% or less, reduce cooldown by 50% once. Okay, you know, I've talked about this before. It's not a terrible thing to have. It's not great, but, you know, if you have the part, you have the trait. But you'd only really, the only time you really want to use EX cooldowns as if it's like initial, because the only time this really matters is in arena. And in arena, if you have enough time to use your EX skill for it to go on cooldown for something like this trait to kick in, you've already pretty much lost the arena fight. Oh, wow, the sun's rising. Jesus. Okay. Stat-wise, melee attack slightly lower than average than we'd expect for arms, but this is more of a shot-focused suit, so this is acceptable. A shot attack is very low for shot arms, pretty much at the average of like 360, 370, so... yeah, there's definitely more melee arms than shot arms, especially, you know, Federation Transformer. So arms, nah, go away. What about the legs? With long rifle category equipped, long shot attack raise 20%. So again, when you're using different beam weapons or weapons in general ranged, you have close range, mid range, long range. Close range is the SMG department. Mid range is your rifles. Long range is your bazookas, your sniper rifles, things like that. And you can tell when your weapon's at maximum effectiveness based on the reticle. There's a in-game guide on the optimal shooting range, and I also have a video that talks about it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. Federation Transformer tag, so meh, and it has pretty much average leg stats, so it's really just something you'd pick up for the trait. I don't think it's worth it for that alone. Alright, let's look at the backpack, and there's our Proto Fin Funnels, CD. So at least, it's better than a, reverse spread CD, so it's DC. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, C power still not going to hit very hard. It has average stats, it looks like. Federation Transformer, the tags aren't very useful. If you're into the aesthetics, go right ahead. Other than that, if it was at least B, we'd have something to play with, but... Okay, 6. Long Mega Booster. When buffed, EX skill power boosted by 1%. So if you're running like an Awakening and then a high damage EX skill, this would be very nice because you just get that nice fat % boost right off the bat on top of whatever the Awakening or buff that you used is. Stat-wise, this is sitting at probably, 37-ish, 36-ish, around there. So slightly lower than what we'd, it's lower than the 4K that we're used to with like the really high-end rifles. Federation Ace, at least it has Ace exclusive on it. Federation's kind of yeah. It's something you'd pick up for the aesthetics and the trait. Beyond that, the stats are very replaceable, and even though it does have the Ace exclusive tag, there are better options available. It's not a bad gun. It's just not a great gun, You get my drift? Okay, high mega cannon. That's what they went with. AD. Alright, D, power, no. No offensive capabilities. Looks like relatively straightforward in the defensive department in lieu of the offensive capabilities. Federation Transformer. Yeah, I've talked enough about the word tags for the suit. Between the two, I like the aesthetics of the Delta Kai, but the Wing Gundam is definitely the better one between the two of them. It has a lot more utility available with its EX skills, traits, the whole 9 yards. But the Delta Kai Nitro system is a very powerful buff for shot type machines, and it may be something you chew on regarding picking with your pick tickets. Anyways, moving on to the pilots, and then I'm going to move into that behind me. And it sounds like a great idea. Okay, we'll look at Monique Cadillac. I feel really bad looking at these numbers, because typically you push the character to 80, right? And then 99 gives like a 20% bonus boost. So with that in mind, this character has less than, 360? Yeah, you have 350. You have less than 360 total stats. That is after a 20% boost. My heart goes out to you. It's like a war crime. So we got Xeon for space, enemy shooting power reduced by 1%. That's a good trait, though. As I was talking about before, being able to reduce the enemy's offensive capabilities to 0% is very useful. This is a nice trait, and as she is a 3-star, chances are, over time, as you use tickets, the standard capsule tickets, if you roll them on the pilot gacha, you'll most likely be able to EX10 her at some point or another, meaning you'll have a very powerful back pocket reduction there. Stat-wise, complete write-off, in-fighter. What can you do, right? Support, yeah, if she was support, cool. But she's an in-fighter, meaning her AI is going to run at full speed at every single thing under the sun. Gonna have to put her in one heck of a tank. Alright, let's look at Mr. Trowa. After a big yawn. Alright. Wow. Long shooter. So you have like 1100 shot attack. With C powers over 650k initial EX skill charge boost by 1%, heavy armor, long range. It's such a mishmash of interesting things. I love that trait. That's a very cool trait. That is the trait that you want to start seeing more often. You got cool things like C power limits, and here's this really cool trade-off for it, and things like that. Unfortunately, then you look at the stats. Shot in the foot, 1100 shot attack is a long range 4-star. The word tags barely feed into him being a shot type at all. He has long range, which is good, but he's lacking the tags that we most typically see. The ace exclusive, heavy firepower, things like that, right? Thematically on point, unfortunately not very useful in application. I like the individual parts, I don't like the combined result. Okay. That was a very straightforward look at all these cool new things I got added. I think what I might do tomorrow is, or I guess today, or maybe I'll think about it, rolling the capsule tickets that I've been kind of sitting on, because I got a whole bunch more of them there. I would roll them tonight, but I just want to go to bed at this point. Hopefully this was helpful to everyone with the 2.0 patch. I do plan on eventually doing a proper video talking about 2.0 and all the cool things it brings, but I want some time to play with it and figure it out. Because the last thing I want to do is do a video where I'm not fully informed and I give you guys bad information, because that helps nobody, and if anything just makes me look like a complete fool. So I want to take it slow, especially with so much being added at once. Hopefully you guys understand that. So, let's see here. Anything interesting? Check out the ball. Oh yeah, that's right, that got added. That's in the crafting, isn't it? Because it got put into the friend gacha. Not that I really expect anything from a 1-star suit, but you never know, right? It's not event blueprints, you friggin' idiot. Blueprint, there we go. Oh no. Sort... Can't sort this. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's fine. Should be from G Gundam, right? Guntank, GM, Zaku, Dom, Goof. It's gonna be right at the bottom. Okay, let's take a look-see. What do we got? Come on, dang it. We're gonna have so many suits running around with this freaking gun on their head. We're gonna have so many suits with this as their head. I know I'm gonna be one of them. That's great. Yeah, and then obviously the core. It is magical. So what counts as the legs? Is that the actual ball? No, okay, so it's a lot like the Xant, whatever. Okay. That's great. I'm glad you had me look at that. That turret on as the head is actually going to be really amazing to see. Anyways. I know, guys. I got this. Holy crap. I'm not good for this. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been great fun. I will see you the next time I do a video. Peace out.